Hello students. In the part 1 of the video for the lesson Around the World in 80 Days, we discussed about the theme and setting of the novel. In this video, we will be seeing the entire story of the novel in detail. That is, plot in detail. So, Around the World in 80 Days is a classic adventure novel by the French writer Jules Verne, published in 1873. In the story, Phileas Fogg of London and his newly employed French valet Passepartout attempt to circumnavigate the world in 80 days. Some other characters in the story are Inspector Fix and Oda. So Phileas Fogg and his servant Passepartout, they attempt to circumnavigate the world in 80 days on a 20,000 pound wager set by his friends at the Reform Club. The story starts in London on Tuesday, October 1st, 1872. Phileas Fogg is a rich British gentleman living in solitude, that is, living a lonely life. Despite his wealth, Fogg lives a modest life with habits carried out with mathematical precision. Very little can be said about his social life other than that he is a member of the Reform Club. At the Reform Club, Fogg gets involved in an argument over an article in the Daily Telegraph stating that with the opening of a new railway section in India, it is now possible to travel around the world in 80 days. He accepts a wager for 20,000 pounds from his fellow club members, which he will receive if he makes it around the world in 80 days. Accompanied by Passepartout, he leaves London by train at 8:45 p.m. on Wednesday, October 2nd, 1872, and is due back at the Reform Club at the same time 80 days later, that is on Saturday, December 21st, 1872. The itinerary as originally planned starts from London in United Kingdom to Suez in Egypt, from Suez to Bombay, from Bombay to Calcutta by rail, from Calcutta to Victoria in Hong Kong, from Hong Kong to Yokohama in Japan, from Yokohama to San Francisco in United States, from San Francisco to New York City by rail, and finally from New York to London. So, as planned, the journey would take 79 days. Passepartout and Fogg reach Suez in time. While disembarking in Egypt, they are watched by a Scotland Yard detective named Fix, who has been dispatched from London in search of a bank robber. Because Fogg matches the vague description of the robber, Fix mistakes Fogg for the criminal. Since he cannot secure a warrant in time, Fix boards the steamer the Mongolia, conveying the travelers to Bombay. He becomes acquainted with Passepartout without revealing his purpose. Fogg promises the steamer engineer a large reward if he gets them to Bombay early. They dock 2 days ahead of schedule. Now, students, we need to understand here The faster they would complete the journey, the better it was. And so Fogg was using all his talent and skills in order to make his journey faster. So, this is one of the attempts where he convinces the engineer of the ship to take the ship as fast as he could. And in this attempt, they managed to reach 2 days ahead of the schedule. After reaching India, they take a train from Bombay to Calcutta. Fogg learns that the Daily Telegraph article was wrong. The railroad ends at Colby and starts again 50 miles further at Allahabad. So Fogg buys an elephant, hires a guide, and start towards Allahabad. There they come across a procession in which a young Indian woman, Oda, is led to a sanctuary to be sacrificed by Sati the next day by Brahmins. Now, my dear students, you already must have studied about, or you must have heard this term Sati in your school days. That is during that period, okay, in the Indian community, that was a ritual that was followed, that after the husband dies, the wife has to also jump in the same funeral pyre and end her life. So this was a procession where the wife was being taken to be burned in the funeral pyre of her husband. So Fogg and Passepartout, they come across this procession, and for them it is a completely new concept and they don't agree with it. So let's see what is done. Since the young woman is unconscious and is obviously not going voluntarily, the travelers decide to rescue her. They follow the procession to the site where Passepartout carries the woman away. The 12 hours gained earlier are lost, but Fogg shows no regret. The travelers hasten to catch the train at the next railway station, taking Oda with them. So they rescue this lady and they take her along with them to the journey. At Calcutta, they board a steamer, the Rangoon, going to Hong Kong. Fix has Fogg and Passepartout arrested. They jump bail and Fix follows them to Hong Kong. He shows himself to Passepartout, who is delighted to again meet his traveling companion from the earlier voyage. In Hong Kong, it turns out that Oda's distant relative, in whose care they had been planning to leave her, has now moved to Holland. So they decide to take her with them to Europe. Still without warrant, Fix sees Hong Kong as his last chance to arrest Fogg on British soil. Passepartout becomes convinced that Fix is a spy from the Reform Club. Fix confides in Passepartout, who does not believe a word and remains convinced that his master is not a bank robber. To prevent Passepartout from informing his master about the premature departure of their next vessel, the Carnatic, Fix gets Passepartout drunk. However, Passepartout still manages to catch the steamer to Yokohama, but neglects to inform that the steamer is leaving the evening before. Fogg discovers that he missed his connection. He searches for a vessel that will take him to Yokohama. In Yokohama, they search for Passepartout and later they take the steamer across the Pacific to San Francisco. The captain of the shipboat refuses to take the company to Liverpool, whereupon Fogg pays $2,000 per passenger in order to travel. Somehow they manage to reach London before the deadline on English soil. Fix produces a warrant and arrests Fogg. A short time later, the misunderstanding is cleared up. The actual robber was caught 3 days earlier in Edinburgh. However, Fogg has missed the train and arrives in London 5 minutes late, late, certain he lost the wager. Fogg apologizes to Auda for bringing her with him, since he now has to live in poverty and cannot support her. Auda confesses that she loves him and asks him to marry her. The following day, at the minister's, Passepartout learns that he is mistaken in the date. When Fogg tells Passepartout to call the minister in order to get Fogg and Ada married. When Passepartout goes to the minister, he realizes that it was not Sunday, December 22nd, but Saturday, December 21st, because they were traveling eastward. And when you travel eastward, my dear students, you gain an extra day. Like, see, we are ahead of time compared to States. Okay, why? Because they are behind, they are on the west side. So as the earth travels, or the earth moves from east to west, the areas which are on the east receive the sunlight first, or the day there is earlier than the later part. So, because they were traveling from east to west, they had got an extra day. But they didn't realize this until Passepartout, when he came to the minister, he got to know that it was not Sunday but Saturday, December 21st. So they realize that the wager can still be won, but there is very little time left for the day to end. Okay, on the time when they were supposed to reach the Reform Club. So Passepartout hurries to inform Fogg, who reaches the Reform Club just in time to win the wager. So he manages to reach just in time, and thus he wins the wager. Fogg also marries Auda, and the journey around the world is completed within 80 days. So, my dear students, we have seen the entire plot or the entire story of this novel in detail. I hope you have already understood. However, please go through the plot in your textbook on page number 190, and I'm sure you will get to know and will be able to understand the way we discussed in today's video. Until then, thank you and have a nice day.